I've been tracking my 200-pound weight loss through short daily videos for 64 days in a row. Right now I'm down about 63 pounds from my highest. Last week I asked you guys to submit some questions for me to answer in my first longer form video, so that's what I'm doing here. First question, how old am I? I am 31 as of last Friday. Next question, what do I do for work? I work with a financial advising team. Next question, what made me want to start this journey? I've wanted to lose weight for a long time now. Being heavy makes me feel uncomfortable. It makes me feel self-conscious. It makes me feel not like myself. And it got to the point where I kind of realized that if I don't lose this weight, I'm just not going to feel like myself, and I'm not going to be able to live the life that I want to live. I want to lose weight. I want to be more confident. I want to get healthier and do right by my future wife and kids and family. Next question, was there a specific point where I realized that I have to start, or kind of decided enough's enough, I'm going to do it? Yes, so a little over a year ago, I was diagnosed with sleep apnea. It was pretty severe. I went in for a sleep study and I found out that I would stop breathing an average of twice per minute. That was kind of a wake-up call, because before then, even though I had been overweight, it wasn't really affecting my health negatively. That was really the wake-up call that I needed to start taking action. Even then, it took me a while to really start to consistently lose weight and stick with it. Next question, what is my motivation for making this change? Kind of like I said before, just being the person that I know that I can be. I also want to make sure that I'm healthy and able-bodied for my future wife and kids and for my family, so I can continue to live a life. Being overweight affects other aspects of my life as well. I know it's impacted me professionally, and even just like not being able to get around and do the things that I want to do has made a big impact on my life. Next question, why did I decide to do a daily video? So I knew that I wanted to share my journey on social media and document it, not only so I can maybe help inspire others, but also so I can look back on my old videos in the future and see how far I've come. For a long time, I would spend so much time thinking about what kind of video to make, what's going to do well, and really I had no idea. Got to the point where I realized that no matter how much I think about it or how much I plan and how much I try on these videos, I still just don't know what works. So I figured the best way to figure out what works is to just kind of trial by fire, put out as many videos as I can, see what I like to do, see what people like to watch and what resonates with people. And so I came up with the idea to do 100 daily videos in a row. Today's day 64 of that, and I have actually learned a lot of stuff that I didn't necessarily expect, so it's been very helpful. We'll see what happens after day 100. I definitely want to keep making videos, but I don't know if it's necessarily going to be daily. It might end up being like 4 or 5 times a week at that point, but we'll see. Next question, was it hard to share how much you weighed initially? Honestly, no, but kind of a funny story. So when I first started posting on social media, I purposely didn't tell anybody that I know in real life, because I was definitely embarrassed about my weight and kind of being vulnerable on camera and posting on social media. So off the bat, I was totally open with my starting weight and everything along the way. Unexpectedly though, multiple people that I do know in real life have actually found my page, friends and family. And if I knew that people were going to be watching that I knew already from the beginning, I might have been a little more, would have been a little more hesitant to share as much. But I'm glad that I did, and I'm glad that they found it, because they've been nothing but supportive, and it's just continued motivation for me. Next question, what am I eating and how am I finding it? So for the most part, I eat like a high protein diet. I try to get at least 50 grams of protein with each meal and another 50 grams throughout the day with snacks and such. A lot of general ideas I honestly find on the internet and social media and things like that, like meal prep ideas or recipes. Now that I've gotten into more of a groove and I'm more experienced with tracking my calories and tracking my macros, I know what to look for on nutrition labels. And for the most part, I try to find foods that have at least 1 gram of protein for every 10 calories. It's a general rule of thumb. A lot of it is just finding things that you can have around that you like and that you enjoy. As of right now, I like everything that I eat. There's nothing that I have in my diet where I like begrudgingly eat it. Everything tastes good and I enjoy all of it. A lot of it is making small changes or modifications to what you already eat that's in a healthier way, or like maybe a higher protein way. But overall, you can definitely find things that you like that'll help you lose weight. Next question, how do I stay motivated? I don't. A big pitfall that I had when I was trying to lose weight in the past was relying on motivation. And there were lots of moments where I would feel incredibly motivated to do something, to start exercising, to eat healthier, and it would be great at the time. Motivation is fleeting though, so you really can't rely on staying motivated, because you're just not going to be motivated enough to do all the things that you need to consistently do. The more important thing is having the discipline to do things when you're not motivated, and that's where it really comes down to. Once I made that realization, it was like a switch flipped, and I've been consistent ever since. Next question, what's the biggest challenge that I face in getting to my goals? Honestly, it's myself. Nothing that I do right now is overly complicated or overly difficult. I like going to the gym. I like the way it makes me feel. It's very rewarding. It's not a chore for me to do it. Diet-wise, like I said before, I enjoy everything that I eat. I keep things around that are healthy, and I don't really feel hungry a lot. And obviously I love the results that I'm getting. I would say the biggest challenge is just me being so deep inside my own head. I've suffered with anxiety and depression for a long time now, a lot of self-doubt. and I question myself a lot, or like question my process and if I'm doing things the right way, even when I'm seeing results. I've said before in some of my videos that my mood can be very tied to the scale, and that even if I know that I'm doing the right things or that other things can affect the scale, like water weight, I still get down on myself a lot. Overall, yeah, I'm probably my biggest enemy when it comes to this, so I'm kind of succeeding right now in spite of myself. Next question, how much better do I feel now after having lost 63 pounds? I can barely describe it. It feels amazing. I feel better in my own skin. I feel more comfortable. I'm able to move around better. I'm more confident. I'm healthier. It feels incredible. I would trade this for the world, and feeling this much better after 63 pounds makes me that much more excited to see how I feel when I'm closer to my goal or once I've reached it. Absolutely 10 out of 10 would recommend. Next question, since I've started losing weight, am I spending more or less money, not counting food? I'm actually going to answer that for both, because I did not realize just how much less money I was going to be spending on food. It's been amazing for my wallet. I've been saving so much money just going to the grocery store more than ordering in, because I used to order in all the time. In terms of lifestyle, honestly, not a whole lot has changed. My hobbies are mostly the same. I don't really spend much more or less money on anything else, though I have been spending more money on clothes. The only downside to this whole thing is clothes not fitting anymore. That costs some money. Next question, what do I envision my next goal being after this one? So as of right now, my highest weight was 396. My goal is to lose 200 pounds and get down to 196. I don't know how I'm going to feel at 196 pounds. That's still heavier than I was before I started to gain a lot of weight. I know I'm going to have loose skin regardless, and I don't know how much extra weight that's going to add. I have to see how I feel at 196. I may decide to go even lower, but that's just an initial goal. Long term, my goal is to do a bodybuilding competition. I want to do one of those transformation shows and just kind of see how far I can push myself. Next question, what is my favorite cake? My favorite cake is any kind of ice cream cake, though for the most part I'm not a big chocolate fan, so like vanilla cake over chocolate, or like angel food cake, that's good. Okay, I take it all back, pound cake. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This is my first long form video. I'll be keeping up the short form videos for the time being, so hopefully you guys enjoy those as well. If you have any feedback or any other questions you want me to answer, please let me know. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.